Well, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, then you probably sat in front of the TV like a young little Timmy, singing along with Canadian icons Sharon, Lois, and Bram. Well, the trio has brought joy to families everywhere, and they continue with a brand new album, performances, and even books, but a brand new book. I'm so happy to be joined by Sharon and your daughter, Randi. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, little Timmy.
Little Timmy, and then when Timmy got in trouble, it was Timothy. Yes. But
Wow.
I said 80s and 90s, but then we have people here on staff that were born after that, and they know Sharon, Lois, and Bram. What does that mean to you, Sharon?
That's a good thing. I love that. Well, I hope it means that people are sharing the music and passing it along. And we also had several TV series, and that was a way for people to get to know us, Skinnamarink TV and and The Elephant Show.
People in the record business called Sharon, Lois, and Bram evergreen because every year people have children. And for those children, children's music is eternal.
Brand new.
So Bram always says, "Coming Round a Mountain's a hit whenever you're born."
How's Bram doing?
He's fine.
Yeah, he's excited for this venture, I bet.
Yeah, we have fun together.
Yeah, exactly. We lost Lois a few years ago, right?
Indeed,
So we're always probably thinking about her, too, when you're on stage.
And actually, Lois is with us on this new recording, this new vinyl of ours, which I find very touching.
Amazing.
In particular, we sing a duet, a lovely duet together.
That's fabulous. What was it like for a little Randi growing up with having Mom and Sharon, Lois, and Bram?
You know, it's funny because your experience is only what you're surrounded by. So for me, I was always surrounded by music, and my dad worked a lot with Sharon, Lois, and Bram, so they would come over and they would rehearse vocal arrangements, and sometimes when my dad was working things out, he and my mom and I would sit at our piano and try out the parts together. I was always learning music and trying to share it with them, and a lot of it's shown up in their albums over the years. So Lois's son David is one of my oldest and dearest friends, and he and I grew up together selling
We were all
merch.
family.
Yeah,
We were
it was
family
just one
friends.
big. It was one big family.
It
You
really
would
was.
travel together. You would go everywhere together.
And we went to everyone's important, significant occasions.
Yep.
Somebody got married, we were all there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you hear these stories about these rock bands that traveled together for years, and then they always had like kind of crashed and burned, like fallouts. There was never anything like that with you.
No, that's really interesting. I mean, the music kept us solid. We had the same values, we had the same goals, and we were friends, and we were also people who had been in long-term personal relationships. We were all married for a long time. We knew how to work things out.
That's amazing. And then we ventured off into some new ventures with the books. A brand new book, Randi, here.
It's called Peanut Butter and Jelly, and
Can't be allergic to it.
no. And one of the things I love about it is that it's got a very fun, whimsical story. So the idea is there's a community kitchen, and the kids go into the kitchen to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but they're out. So they have to make the peanut butter and jelly themselves, and they tumble into this magical world where they dig the peanuts and pick the berries, and they crush them, and they spread them and eat them, and it's just really fun.
All through
and whimsical.
illustrations. The story, which Randi wrote, and the illustrations, which are by Chin Lang, and they're wonderful, delightful,
Very funny.
Off camera, Randi went through some illustrations. They are fabulous.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of humor in there too. Lastly, okay, so what about the vinyl here?
So 40 years ago, The Elephant Show went on television, and this is the first vinyl record that Sharon, Lois, and Bram have put out in 23 years. And what it is songs from The Elephant Show that were never released on recordings. So if you saw the episode, you got to hear the song, but you didn't get to hear it anywhere else. So there's never before heard
Okay,
recordings.
1 second, we're missing Sharon.
Yeah,
There we go. There you go.
Please don't lose me.
And where can
That's
you,
hilarious. We're going to trash the setup.
Yeah,
here.
where can you get the books and the vinyl?
Anywhere, like beautiful children's bookstores, Indigo, and I don't know where vinyl is sold these days. You can visit the Sharon, Lois, and Bram website. We have an online store where you can buy the vinyl, and we can autograph it for you, including Bram's autograph.
And they can get the books.
Oh, but the reason that we're here,
Yeah, because you're going to
we're
the
going to Telling Tales.
Yes.
We will be there. We will sing a little bit and read a little bit, and there will be books.
Okay, I have a question. Could you sing for us?
Maybe we could.
Okay, maybe you could. And maybe if you sing, will somebody appear, perhaps?
I hope so.
Maybe. Okay, so, what we'll do, we'll take a break, and then coming up for our Music Friday guest, we have Sharon, we have Randi from Sharon, Lois, and Bram, and they're going to perform a couple songs ahead of Telling Tales at the RBG tomorrow.